Well, while the rest of the country is freezing cold, it is a perfect 80 degrees. Nothing but sunshine overhead here in Coral Gables, Florida this afternoon. We welcome you to this presentation of women's college basketball on ACC Network Extra. It's time for conference play in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And here at the Watsco Center today, the Miami Hurricanes play host to the NC State Wolfpack. Hi, get everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon from inside the Watsco Center with the Hall of Famer Tamara James. I'm Kyle Seeloff. It is great to be with all of you today. Tamara, you and I were just talking about it. I mean, conference play, level of competition goes from here to here. And between Miami and North Carolina State, you can't ask for more two evenly matched teams right now.
Absolutely. A lot of parity right here between these two teams. And when you really look at it, first conference play game tonight. And on paper, they're evenly matched. But today, somebody's going to come out on top.
Yeah, Miami number 38 in the net rankings. NC State number 39. This will be fun here today. Speaking of fun, Rashea Kyle. She's been so darn good this season, Tamara. She's averaging a double-double.
Oh, my gosh. Her ceiling is so tall. She has the potential to be one of the most dominant players in college basketball. A walking double-double just makes it look easy, and it's fun watching her.
On the other end, for the North Carolina State Wolfpack, one of the best players in the country, Camille Pierre. She's having a fabulous year as well. Did not start the last game, though, for NC State, Tamara.
She had limited minutes last game, but we know that she is also averaging a double-double, 14 and 13. That is hard to stop. And so when we look at what it's going to take to stop NC State, what it's going to take to stop Miami, it is going to be decreasing the offensive opportunities from both players, and rebounding will be very important.
Head coach for the Wolfpack, Westmore, 13th season at North Carolina State, his 37th year in collegiate coaching. He's got the second most wins among active NCAA women's basketball Division I coaches with 864 victories. He was the ACC Coach of the Year last season for the fourth time in his career. The Miami Hurricanes, led by Tricia Cullup in her second season at Miami, looking for her 21st victory as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes here today. Underway at 2 o'clock on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Coral Gables. The officials today, Rod Creech, Mark Resch, Ashley Good, Quigley, Jones, Brooks, Pierre, Trieger. Starting five for North Carolina State, it's Adams, Raviv, Kimpson, Wetzel, and Rashea Kyle, the starting five for the Miami Hurricanes, who get this one started with a bucket, courtesy of Kyle.
Just easy layup, finishing through a little bit of traffic, and if they're going to give that to her, it's going to be a long night.
Three ball in the corner, no good for North Carolina State. Coming off a bounce-back victory over Seton Hall their last time out, 61-53. They had a handful of players coming off an illness in their last game as well.
Well, we're really getting to see a healthy NC State versus this Miami, and it should be a good one. Both teams getting the ball up and down the court very quickly so far, and not afraid to shoot that triple.
Both Miami and North Carolina State playing very difficult non-conference schedules. As they begin conference play here today, that bucket is good by Trieger.
This is the matchup that we all are looking for. 6'6" versus 6'6". Trieger showing already that she can step outside and she can shoot. So it is going to force Shea to really have to buckle down and play good, solid defense.
Three ball on the way for Gal Raviv. No good, rattles around. And a rebound down to the hands of Devin Quigley, the sophomore guard out of Manchester, New Jersey. 2-2 early going, a little over 1 minute in, and North Carolina State's got their first lead of the day thanks to Camille Pierre. 11 points, 8 rebounds off the bench in a limited 20 minutes did Pierre against Seton Hall, as that three is missed.
Yeah, missing a couple very early, but we know the potential in her abilities and what she can do. She can warm up really, really fast.
Three ball missed, one and done opportunity for the Wolfpack. That was kicked out of bounds. Miami has the basketball on the baseline.
Wetzel was daring Camille to shoot that three, and she did. And I don't think that West was happy with that type of shot so early in the shot clock. You can always get that shot at any time.
Good pace up and down here in the first few minutes. No whistle. Rashea Kyle begging for a foul, not going to get it. Both these teams averaging right around 75 points per game. Both teams like to play really good defense. try to limit the offensive rebounds. Both teams very good rebounding the basketball. The Wolfpack, one of the best teams in the country. That bucket's good for Quigley.
Wow, that was a shifty little move to the basket and a steal by Jones. Going the other way really quickly with the beautiful spin, just missed it.
Jones misses the layup. Back on the other end come the Hurricanes. Here's Anae Adams with a dribble drive, works off a screen. Now Rashea Kyle begging for the basketball down low. She's being guarded by Trieger.
Well, she has to be able to make that entry pass.
Gibson, straightaway three, no good, and Kyle comes down with the offensive rebound, the first of the day for Miami. Shot clock resets to 20 seconds. Here's Amarachi Kimpson, dribble drive, and it rolls around and down.
Smooth, we know that she is a slasher, and it's smooth like butter. Going to the basket.
Stopped a 6-0 run. On the other end, Jones. Zam Jones had a team-high 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals versus Seton Hall. She buries a 3. North Carolina State leads by 5 over 3 minutes in.
Just get into the basket very easily. We know how easy that is. And then on the other end, Jones has shown she's come to play really quickly in transition. If you don't pick her up, a 3 is going down.
North Carolina State averaging a little less than 8 threes made per game. Miami averaging right at 6. Rashea Kyle's got her back to the basket, and she's called for a 3-second violation.
She's saying that she just touched the ball, but she was posting in there a little before, and I know that they're trying to get that second foul in there on trigger, but she has to do something really quickly with the ball as soon as possible because she's already posting up and gaining position down there in the paint.
This is the 30th all-time meeting today between Miami and North Carolina State. The Wolfpack have a 17-12 advantage. They beat Miami last season in Raleigh by a point. It's a terrific game.
Look how she handled that ball.
Zoe Brooks can really move with the basketball. She had it swatted away that time. Still standing in the paint. She lays it up and off the glass.
Strong move down there by Zoe Brooks and not giving up on the play and provided herself with a second chance opportunity.
Difficult shot. She got it to go. North Carolina State leading by 7 early. A little over 4 minutes into the first quarter. Again, Kyle with her back to the basket. She threw it away. A turnover by Miami. They look sloppy early.
Yeah, the right play. Just have to connect.
Candace Pettigrew checks in for Miami. Rashea Kyle will take a seat. Pettigrew, a sophomore center. And a transfer from Washington State. She's the 2022-2023 Mountain League Defensive Player of the Year. Quigley was cut off on the baseline. Now here is Jones, fires away from the wing, and she got it. An early 10-point advantage for North Carolina State. They're on a 14-2 run over the last 4 minutes of play. And throwing one off the glass is Anae Adams, a bit too strong.
Miami shooting 29% right now. It's hard to convert that into baskets. They have to settle down and get some good quality looks at the basket. Run your offense, execute when things aren't going right, and that'll be the way that you kind of get yourself going.
Raviv missed from the elbow. Tracking down the rebound was Pettigrew. Second opportunity for Miami, and unable to connect was Kimpson.
Shot selection is not in Miami's favor right now.
2 of 10 is Miami from the field. North Carolina State now 7-12. They've got a big lead early, leading by 12. North Carolina State with a pair of threes. They're on a 16-2 run over the last 4.5 minutes. They're getting whatever they want here early. For advantage, Tamara, and Zam Jones with 6 early points and a pair of threes.
Oh, she's ready to play. She said it's cold in North Carolina, but it's hot in Miami, and she is Miami hot right now.
North Carolina State's on a 16-2 run. Miami just one of their last 9 from the field. Victoria Blasig is in the game, and she immediately buries a corner 3. She led Miami in their last game with 18 points.
Well, Kyle, we just said this at the break. Like, Miami needs some offensive scoring, and who better, especially when you're 0 for 5 from the three-point line, to put such a dynamic shooting like Blasig in the game to give you that lift.
Well, 3-ball miss, but Devin Quigley was there to collect the offensive rebound and put it back up and in for an easy 2. 10 points in the paint early on here for North Carolina State. Here goes Okolo. And she fired one up towards the rim, and it came up short. Now Brooks. Ooh, wow, a little shake and bake right by Gal Raviv.
That's a tough assignment for Gal on both sides of the floor, because Brooks is also guarding Raviv, and it's making it a little difficult for her to get her offense going.
Well, she shook Raviv right out of her shoes.
He said, back at ya.
And Raviv missed the 3. That ball is out of bounds. It's North Carolina State basketball as Adams and Kyle check back in. There's another look.
Man.
Oh, it's a beautiful bucket by Zoe Brooks.
How good is Zoe Brooks?
Oh, my goodness.
She's so fun to watch. Last year, she was amazing to watch. And, gosh, her potential is just rocket sky high.
So a 13-point advantage for the Wolfpack, as Brooks will bring it up the floor. Miami 1 of 7 from 3. North Carolina State 2 of 6. NC State shooting 60%. Miami shooting just 23%. They're 3 of 13. Here goes Brooks once more. So strong to the rack, but she missed. Collected her own rebound. She was fouled going up. She'll get a pair of free throws coming up here.
Have to find a body and put a body on someone, especially like Zoe Brooks. She is strong, she is physical, she is aggressive, and she is a bucket if you allow her to be. I mean, she's having a quiet season right now, but she can average 25 points easily.
Meredith Tipner checks into the game for Miami. And Brooks's first free throw is no good. Gets to the free throw line 4 to 5 times a game, where she's a 70% free throw shooter coming into this game today. But averaging 14.5 points a game, she missed both free throws. NC State by 13 with less than 3 minutes to play here in the opening frame. Tipner picks up her dribble in the paint. Here's Blasig. Deep 3, step back 3. She banked it in. Wow.
What Miami has been missing, a couple of trade balls by Blasig, bringing this Miami crowd and Watsco Center to life.
Now the bank is not usually open on Sundays. It is for Blasig. Oh, a foul. The bucket is good. Beautiful shot there by Zam Jones.
Yeah, Adams got her on the arm for the and one. And, you know, offensively, I think something that's going wrong with Miami is they're having a hard time making that entry pass to Kyle. Kyle is sealing, Kyle is open, but the pressure that's coming along defensively, Miami is having trouble trying to insert that. And I think that's what the game plan is. Miami runs through Kyle, inside out.
They're going to have to find a way to get her more involved.
Yeah, she doesn't have many touches.
No. Offensive rebound by Adams. Blasig, another chance.
Leave
and
her
she's got
open.
another one.
Cannot leave her open. How many did she make last game? 5?
5.
She's got
19
3
points, and she's got 3 off the bench.
3 in the first quarter. Very dangerous for NC State if they allow her to just shoot uncontested threes.
If it wasn't for Victoria Blasig here early, Miami might get run out of the building.
Well, thank God for depth, right? Yeah. Miami has the depth and the ability to try to switch up these matchups to see who is the best 5 at the moment. They found it right now.
Kyle down with the rebound after the wing 3 missed by Jones.
Miami trying to find a play. Oh, She was open.
And Vlasic threw it away, trying to get it down low to Kyle. She was wide open on the wing for a three. Not sure she collected that basketball, got the pass. Not sure she knew she was as wide open as she was.
Oh, she could take that back and look at it on film. She'll be able to see it again.
Jones was blocked. Another opportunity here, though, for the Wolfpack. And just bullying her way into the paint is Zoe Brooks.
Oh, she's definitely playing bully ball. She's definitely telling Nay to get in the weight room. And Nay is a great defensive player, but this is going to be a challenge. This is 2 fouls on Nay Adams, which is huge for Miami with what the spark that she brings to this team. But Zoe Brooks is in her bag.
Well, she's getting whatever she wants. She's got 6 points. She's already missed 2 free throws. She makes that one. So she converts a 3-point play. North Carolina State with 26 points here in the first quarter. It's not yet over, although we're less than a minute to play. NC State playing good defense, holding Miami to just 13 points and another turnover. No, it'll still be Miami basketball. Gal Revive tried to force a pass down low into Rashea Kyle. They're trying to get her more involved, but NC State is not having any of it.
Definitely trying to get Kyle more touches, but that guard on the weak side is dropping down and doubling. So Gal should be able to read and know, okay, it didn't work that time, and this is what's happening. That opposite guard is wide open.
Revive, shot clock at 7, and a 3. Wetzel missed everything. Here comes Brooks again with a crossover. Wide open teammate in the corner for 3, and it's good for Quigley.
Almost
29 first quarter points.
Point quarter is tough.
NC State leads by 16. The conference play opener. Step back jumper, no good. Kyle with an offensive rebound. She'll go to the free throw line with 8.8 seconds left to play.
Revive very quiet in this first quarter, but we know basketball is a game of momentum shifts and runs. So hopefully Miami can take a beat, take a break, and come out with a different game plan until the half, because they can't afford to have another quarter like this quarter.
Kyle misses the first. She's gassed too. She was walking around that free throw line before she took the first one. A 75% free throw shooter this season. Miami trailing by 16 here in the first quarter.
NC State is a tough assignment.
And she missed them both. Wolfpack have got it. 6 seconds. Here goes Brooks. Gotta watch out.
She's going.
Step back jumper at the buzzer, no good, but a 29-point first quarter for NC State. 12 of 22 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. They shot 55%. It's a huge first quarter for the Wolfpack. Junior guard standing at 5 feet 10 inches tall, playing bigger than that today. Zoe Brooks is now just a few points shy of 1,000 in her career. She's got 7 early points. She's 3 of 7 from the field. I mean, just having a fabulous day.
When she senses blood and when she senses a little bit of weakness, she just puts her head down, and she has the ability to finish around the rim in a very aggressive fashion that is very hard to defend.
All right, now for Miami, Tamara. Victoria Vlasic did not start this game. She played 5 minutes in that first quarter, hit 3 threes, so she's got 9 points, and the rest of the team's got 4. NC State has a 16-point lead as we begin the second quarter here in Miami. Fadeaway jumper, no good. That is off the fingertips of Rashea Kyle. Another opportunity here for the Wolfpack.
Well, you see Vlasic has started this second quarter, and what an impact she has had in the first quarter, just lifting Miami just a little bit and getting them back into this. This is going to be a fight for Miami to really get back into this game. It's going to start on the defensive end right here.
Junior guard out of Italy and a transfer from USF. May very well sooner rather than later find herself in the starting lineup. That 13-foot jump shot, no good. We'll see what adjustments Miami made after the conclusion of that first quarter. They really were not able to get Rashea Kyle involved at all. She has 2 points and 5 rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds and 2 offensive rebounds. Stop and go hesitation there by Blossig. The shot clock is at 8. Here's Kyle looking around, close to the basket, spins, fires one up with the right hand and missed.
NC State doing a really good job in transition defense, stopping Miami from doing something that they do really well, which is half transition points.
Up and under shot was no good by Pierre, but another opportunity here for NC State. Foul's going to be on Blossig. You know, NC State was picked to finish second in the ACC in the preseason poll after they were 28-7. And they made the program 6th NCAA tournament Sweet 16 appearance last season. And you'll watch the first, 11 minutes and change. You could understand why they were picked to finish second in the conference.
Yes, pursuit of the ball. They want the ball right now more than Miami wants the ball. And we are seeing their willingness to just get to the basket at will.
Lunan missed the jumper, so another chance here for Miami to chip into this a little bit. Kyle with a handoff. Here's a foul, and it's offensive.
That was a basic elevator screen. I am unsure what happened other than, let's see this again. They closed the elevator. Just tried to jump through it. I don't know. That's a classic play. Just didn't go in Miami's favor that time.
Foul was called on Natalie Wetzel.
5 turnovers for Miami. They try to dig their way into this 16-point deficit.
Miami being out-rebounded, 19-12. NC State with 8 points off of 5 Miami turnovers. There's another bucket, and the lead swells to 31-13.
I would like to see Miami front the post. Don't allow, such deep position. There's very little you can do other than foul.
And there's a lot of standing around here, Tamara. Miami not able to do a whole lot right now with the basketball. And there's a double dribble.
Another turnover from Miami. NC State has 0 turnovers, and it's limited Miami's opportunities to generate some offense.
NC State shooting 46% from the field. 3 of 8 from 3. And their defense has been stifling. And that rattles home. It's a 20-point advantage for the Wolfpack.
11 points for Jones, and her playmaking ability allows her to score anywhere on the court.
Team high 11 points for Jones, who's averaging 13.5 points a game this season. She's nearly there. We're not halfway through the second quarter. Gal Raviv pulls up and misses. Now Lunan just inside the free throw line hits, at another timeout called by Trisha Cullop.
Going the wrong way really fast, Kyle.
This one getting out of hand here early at the Watsco Center. Trisha Cullop not happy. NC State certainly is. 35-13 Wolfpack over the Cades. Where this is a runaway freight train early for NC State. 7:03 left to play in the half. They've got a 22-point advantage. As we take a look, Tamara, at the ACC preseason poll in the top 12, you see NC State trailing Duke by 15 votes. Miami was picked to finish 8th.
It has been tough tonight for Miami, and it's going to be a dogfight. This is a little teaser to what the ACC play is going to look like. So Miami does have a non-conference season a team to play here, Davidson, and they'll be able to recap some of the things to make sure that they are confident going into ACC play.
Ugly shot by Rashea Kyle. She missed everything. Trisha Cullop's already been forced here in the first 2 frames to call a pair of timeouts just to stop the bleeding. What adjustments does Miami need to make to get back into it, Tamara?
They have to protect the paint. The paint points are killing Miami, and they're going to have to find a game plan to get in Rashea Kyle the ball inside. Guards are going to have to be able to just beat the post. Fake a pass, make a pass, but they have to handle the pressure that NC State is doing.
shot at the buzzer, no good. Gal Raviv with the rebound for the Canes. Here's Amarachi Kimpson trying to sneak her way in. She got fouled going up. Zoe Brooks with the foul. It's her first of the day.
You have to love the wisdom when you have a coach.
Yes.
Like Wes Moore, being able to just pour his experience and knowledge into you as a player, and when you're coachable and able to accept that, it just elevates you as a player, and you're very appreciative of it years down the road when it translates to so many different aspects of your life.
If I heard Coach Moore correctly, I think he was telling Zoe Brooks, stop trying to block the shot, just get in front of your player.
Yeah, just telling her to play disciplined, solid defense.
Said just get in front of that ball handler. Don't try to block the shots. And there's a turnover. Spinning, fading away, missing Pierre. Comes Blasick, and she threw it away.
Not something you see often, Blasick penetrating and pitching. Gal wasn't in the place for the pass where Blasick threw it. Miami to their bench again. The depth that they have, trying to find 5 that's going to put a string of stops together and get the Canes rolling these last 5.5 minutes before the half.
NC State has yet to turn the ball over today. In nearly 15 minutes of basketball, they do have 12 points off of 8 Miami turnovers, which is one big difference in the game right now amongst a multitude of factors. NC State just taking it to the Canes. And that's an offensive foul. That's on Brooks. That's going to be her second. Good defense by Anae Adams.
Anae Adams doing what she does best. She knows she got called for a couple of those trying to stand her ground. So she say, hey, I'm being displaced. Let me show you how much I'm being displaced. And great job by her, because you get a dangerous player like Zoe Brooks out of the game with her second.
So Quigley and Jones are back in for NC State. The question for Miami now becomes, can they take advantage a little bit? Can they chip away without Zam Jones?
I think Raviv will have some relief knowing that Zoe Brooks isn't going to be on her. Maybe it'll make it a little easier for her to get going in this game. Still haven't heard much from her this half. Has been scoreless so far.
And better defense that time by Miami. They force the first turnover of the day.
Absolutely. And again, you can see Raviv being able to get another shot off, though. She can't find the mark.
And she took that one away.
Coach is apologizing to us on the side, but Coach, we're in the game too.
Oh, a block and a foul.
Wow.
That'll send Pierre to the free throw line. Coach Moore came over and was pounding the scorer's table right in front of us. And about 5 seconds later, he came back over and said, well, you know, I'm sorry.
You know how it is. You know, the coach gets upset and they fuss at their coaching staff or the person next to them, and just let a little bit of that frustration out. But
and then what did he say? Don't you hate it when they smile at you after you yell at them as well?
Yeah. So don't get an attitude. Don't smile. Just stand there and take it. Miami still down by 22 with a little over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And line drive free throw good for Pierre. And Maddie Cox checks back in for NC State.
Some tall trees, Kyle, coming by us. Oh my goodness. The height is amazing.
It is.
I probably would have been dunking if I had that height.
Blasick works off a high screen. Her three is no good.
Oh, that wasn't smart to pick up that third foul and can't help the team on the bench, just sticking her hand in the cookie jar. And you know, when you're playing with fouls, you can't afford to make those type of decisions. Don't even put yourself in the situation for a ref to be able to call that.
Boy, Miami's still sitting at 15 points. They haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. They were outscored in the first quarter, 29-13. They've got just 2 points here in the second quarter. And that second quarter here, over 6 minutes old. Now, their defense has been pretty good. If they could score a little bit here in the second quarter, they probably could have crept back into it a little bit. They're being outscored 9-2 here in the second period.
Absolutely. You praise the ability to stop a 29-point first quarter with just a 9-point right here in the second. And then on the other hand, Miami only scored 2 points this quarter. Miami with another turnover, trying to force the ball into Rakea Cow.
Nothing has come easy for Miami all day long. 9 turnovers.
Not even a rebound. Rebounds aren't easy. They were out-rebounded 26-15.
And 9 of those 26 for NC State offensive rebounds. And that's another, or are they going to say jump ball? They will. It's Miami basketball.
But you know what? The fact that Pierre was able to secure a ball on the ground, up by 23, I would be livid if I was Trisha Cullop. There is no way that my players aren't on the ground with Pierre wanting the basketball. You have to want the basketball. Right now, Miami just simply doesn't want it bad enough.
Scoring drought well over 3 minutes now for Miami. Again, they've got just a pair of points here in the second quarter. Nothing coming easy. Even the open looks that they've got have not fallen. A lot of standing around too, as Timpson works off a high screen. Still dribbling around at the elbow. The shot clock is at 4. Here goes Raviv. And an offensive foul is called. Are they going to call a foul or just a 3-second violation? I think they're going to get Okolo for a 3-second violation, which is already the second of the game.
Can't stand in there.
(38-15) NC State. 2:35 left to play here in the second quarter.
And Miami has forced 4 turnovers in this second half. They have to be able to convert those turnovers into points. That's really solid, good defense. If only Miami can convert out of this.
And that finally falls for Blasick, who's got 11 of Miami's 17 points today.
Oh, she's going to start coming out of the half, especially with Anae Adams in foul trouble. It just makes sense.
Foul on Candace Petticoat. Mallory Collier checking in. Junior center at 6 feet 3 inches tall out of Millington, Tennessee. Plays sparingly, but she'll play the final 2 minutes here for Westmore. Who's NC State Wolfpack have a 21-point advantage.
Yeah, Miami has to keep NC State off the free throw line.
Free throw is good, and NC State now 4 of 7 from the charity stripe this afternoon. Miami's been there just 4 times. They're 2 of 4.
Miami trying to put together some offense, only shooting a staggering 23% from the field. That makes it hard to convert that into points, but here's Cal with the block.
Wow.
From Pierre.
And Rashae Kyle has been held to 2 points here in the first half, just 1 of 5 from the field.
You have your top leading scorers. To have 2 points between the two, when they both average over 10, that hurts you.
Gal Raviv with another turnover and a jump ball, and it's Wolfpack basketball.
All credit to NC State for this dominant defensive performance that they are putting on right here at the Watsco Center. I am impressed. Still hovering around this 22-23 point difference in this game.
That three is good. Devin Quigley, the sophomore guard out of New Jersey.
Miami has to understand this is a state of emergency.
Yes, it is. And it's time to forget about the scoreboard and get back to the basics.
Yeah. They're questioning some of the shots they typically take, and Gal just not able to find it, and she's gonna have to get out of her head and get out of her frustration. You see her frustrated, you see her teammates trying to calm her down, but it's next play mentality when you're a scorer and you mean that much to a team. Can't get caught up in your head. Your team is dependent on you.
Another three is good.
Wow.
Zam Jones. It's another. She's got 14 to lead all scorers here in the first half. 46-17. Miami just going to be content to hold it for the final shot. They've got 4 points.
I don't know, with another turnover being casual with the ball.
And a foul
Back
on
to the free
Raviv.
throw line.
NC State on the verge of making this a 30-point lead.
And Okolo just not aware and being casual with the ball. But as I said earlier, NC State just wants it more. They want it more in defense. They want it more in offense. They want it more at the free throw line. Just almost every aspect right now of the game, Miami is going to have to find a way to get themselves back in this basketball game.
It does seem like some of the effort has been very lopsided.
It's a 30-point game in the first half.
Destiny Lunin has 3 and give her 4 points.
And he's only been able to score 4 points in the second quarter.
I would venture to say it's been a really long time since a Miami Hurricanes team has been held to 4 points in a quarter. See if they can get a few, maybe a bucket. Time expiring, a double team, deep three on the way is good.
Something positive going into the half for Miami.
Needed that in the worst of ways. Amarachi Kimpson with a 3 at the buzzer, but an explosive first half for the Wolfpack. They'll go into the recess with a 28-point advantage. From all of us here in Miami to all of you, wherever you might be joining us from on ACC Network Extra this afternoon. 80 degrees in Coral Gables on this Sunday. And NC State, scorching hot, I think you could say, on both ends of the floor. 48-20 lead at the half. They did everything right in the first half. Just a terrific performance by NC State. Tamara James, the Hall of Famer here at Miami. I'm Kyle Seeloff. Yeah, let's start right there. Effort level, every major statistical category, you name it, Tamara. I mean, it was all NC State here in the first 20.
From top to bottom, NC State has just wanted it more. They've wanted it more defensively. Yeah. They wanted it more offensively. They wanted it more in transition. They wanted it more in the paint. They wanted it more off the bench. And you know, Miami is going to have to find a way to break that momentum. Not a great half for Miami, very low scoring, trying to figure it out, but this is why you have a new half.
Yeah, and there was plenty of scoring to be had there in the first half for NC State. Taking name, drawing numbers, Zam Jones was fabulous. She came into this one averaging 13.5 points per game this season. She's got 14 alone in the first 20.
Oh, I think she's found her confidence in her ability to know that I can take over a game, not just show up to a game, not just be a role player, but she's been able to score at all 3 levels of the game. And they've been able to affect defensively Miami in the paint.
Well, every head coach will tell you, if we play tenacious defense, we can turn our defense into offense. NC State's been able to do that today.
Yes, very quickly, quick hands, causing turnovers, finishing in transition, blocking shots, falling on, you know, just 50-50 balls, and that's what they've been able to do.
Just about ready to go here in the second half. And here's a look at the first half stats. Tamara. Again, very lopsided, the field goal percentage. The rebounding has been a huge issue for Miami. They're turning the ball over at a clip in which they'd like to see tick down a little bit here in the final 20 minutes. And, really, North Carolina State, even with a big lead, 14 points off 11 Miami turnovers. Miami does not have a point off of 5 NC State turnovers they've been able to force.
Got to be able to convert. And as you see, Blasick will be starting in this lineup. She came in very hot, and they are going to need more production from everyone on this Miami team.
Wolfpack fans out in full force here in Miami this afternoon. Second half, third quarter underway. What do you think the message was from Tricia Cullip at the half?
Play harder, play tougher. Play like you're wearing, the uniform that you're wearing. It means something. Just not enough effort here from this Miami team, and Gal goes down bad.
Oh,
and
boy.
That is not a good sign. If you are Miami, it looked like a twisted ankle, which I would prefer over a knee injury, but that puts a wrinkle. Oh, yeah, just stepped on the toe right there of Zoe Brooks. She'll make it back to the tunnel or the bench with that.
That is not how Miami wanted their third quarter to start.
I don't think it was in the bingo cards for Miami.
No. Yeah, one look was enough. That was a pretty rotten-looking rolled ankle for Gal Raviv, one of Miami's stars this season. So now they're playing shorthanded. They're also down by 28 points, and they've been called for an offensive foul, and it's on Rashea Kyle. It's her first personal foul of the day. The one thing we saw in that first half, Miami was very stagnant offensively. Now, you do have to credit NC State's defense, but there was not a whole lot in the way of ball movement, not much of an in-and-out game.
They really made Miami work.
Here.
Yeah, they made Miami work on defense, and when Miami was on offense, Miami didn't make NC State work.
That's a heck of a bucket there for Pierre. Spun and floated it off the glass for a basket. Even Wes Moore just turned to his coaching staff and said, well, we'll take it.
He said, something you're doing is working, right? Coaching staff is earning a check. Is quite a lot of them over there, so.
Blasick was calling for a screen, and now an off-balance jumper good.
She says she's not only a three-point shooter, she can get into the paint a little bit and shoot a little fadeaway. She has been the bright spot here for this Miami offense, for sure.
A week ago, she led Miami with 18 points. She's got 13 today. She's made 3 triples. And just inside the three-point arc, that shot no good.
And Miami trying to get some transition buckets, and Smooth can do it.
A miss by Brooks, and a layup good by Kimpson. Well, if Miami's going to find a way to get back into the game, they're going to have to force some turnovers and get up and down the floor quickly. That layup was no good. It was missed by Zoe Brooks.
And I would go again if I was Kimpson. I would, I think that would, she fell with the bottom. Surprised they didn't get a travel call, got away with one, and she gets up limping as well.
Yeah, she's limp. And Blasick doing a lot of dribbling. Shakes off her defender, pulls up and misses off to the right.
Miami is not running an offense. They're really just stagnant again,
yep,
as they were in the first half, just standing around and watching. And Miami has to get it done by committee.
And now Wes Moore telling his team the same thing on offense. We're doing a lot of standing around. It's a lot of one-on-one game. Foul's going to be called on Quigley. And it'll send Meredith Tipner to the free throw line.
Miami being aggressive right now offensively and putting their head down and just trying to get to the basket. And already they have more points than they had for the majority of the second quarter.
They had 7 points in the second quarter. They needed a heave of a 3 to get to those 7 points at the buzzer. They had 13 in the first, 7 in the second. They've got 4 here in the third.
A little bit of water on the court. Miami trying to chip into this lead little by little, and the best thing to do is to get to the free throw line, stop the clock, and get some easy buckets.
If they want any chance, they would probably have to get it to around 15. Start the fourth quarter. Somewhere around there as Tippner hits the back end. Well, Miami down 25 now. And that off-balance floater is good. Another bucket for Pierre. She's got 11. Tippner hands it off to Rashea Kyle, who spins and lays one up with the left hand.
This is the game plan from the very beginning, is to get the ball into Rashea Kyle, but have to be able to get the ball into Rashea Kyle.
Kyle's got 4 points today, 7 rebounds, averaging a double-double this season. And just inside the three-point line, Pierre makes another bucket. I mean, as casual as she could possibly be. She's got 13 now, which is just 1 point shy of Zam Jones's team-high 14 today.
I mean, she doesn't even look like she's sweating. And
no.
I am unsure. Maybe the game plan is that she can't really hit that shot, but I've seen her take those shots. Again, into Rashea Kyle. Again, a bucket.
Over top of Trieger. It's a high percentage shot. Miami's going to have to continue to dip in down there. Now once they start double teaming her, maybe it frees somebody open on the outside.
Absolutely.
Another shot from the free throw line, too strong. That missed by Brooks. Here goes Adams, and the coast-to-coast layup is good.
Coach Westmore is going to have to shake some things up. Miami's showing some signs of life deep into this third quarter.
Some life that they wish they had in the first 20 minutes, but chipping away, trailing by 23. Boy, a beautiful shot that time.
That's tough. Got some separation, a little step back. Very smooth little shot.
Yeah, Trieger went right over top of Kyle. Now Adams is blocked by Quigley.
Not the right play. I mean, penetration is good, but wow.
Woo. A huge screen was set on Victoria Blasig that sent her to the canvas and freed up that wide open layup for Jones, who's got 16. And it was clean. Blasig never saw it coming, and none of her teammates let her know it was coming.
They're taking way too long to get into their offense.
Adams shot no good. Jones runs down the rebound.
Miami is not going to win this game if they just allow NC State to post up in front of them and get position and get low. I mean, you can't stop a drop step.
And now NC State outscoring Miami here in the third quarter. And a timeout is called by Tricia Cullop. She's been forced to call a timeout in each of the first 3 quarters. Miami trailing by 29. Left on the clock in the third quarter. Miami trailing NC State by 29 points. Miami today 20 points in the first 20 minutes. They are 5 of 8 from the field with 11 points here in the second half. Tamara, the only problem, they're still being outscored. They really have not been able to do much on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, Miami was more efficient that quarter, but still didn't score enough points. Shooting 62% from the field third quarter, where the other 2 quarters was 27% and 16%. But at the end of the day, they're going to be a lot more from their starters. They're getting the bulk of their scoring from the bench.
Victoria Blasig for 3, no good.
It looked like it was going in, and that's a good shot for Blasig.
She's got a team-high 13 for Miami today. Double team, near takeaway for the Canes. But Lunen's got it. Here's Trieger, baseline drive. She stepped out of bounds. It's the 6th turnover of the day by NC State. Beautiful day here in Coral Gables. Another TV timeout. 3:41 left to go. NC State up by 29. Victoria Blosig's having another really nice day. Came off the bench today, and she's got a team-high 13 points. The rest of her team, she's got nearly as many points as the rest of the team does, Tamara. She's got 13, 3 of 5 from deep, 5 of 9 from the field.
When you look into your coach's book, when you tell your team to stay ready, her face should be right there next to it, because every time they call on her, every time her name is called, she is ready. She brings the energy, she brings the offensive scoring, and what she does best, she brings the three-pointers to this offense, to the Hurricane offense, and she's done a great job in doing that. I think she's earned some trust and maybe a little more minutes and potentially a starting spot.
18 points last time out for the junior guard and the transfer from South Florida, who hails from Italy. Okolo wide open now. She drives, had it poked away. Miami basketball with 7 seconds on the shot clock.
NC State just not coming out there on Okolo. They're doubling in there on Kyle. So whoever is passing that ball into Kyle has to be able to knock down that shot right there.
Well, NC State leading by 29 in a game that will be considered the quad 1 victory on the road against Miami, who's number 38 in the net rankings. NC State's number 39 as the Wolfpack look for their 10th straight ACC opening win. Also in search of their first victory here in Coral Gables since 2022. There's a block by Rashea Kyle.
What a block. Not to give up on the ball and turn into a transition point right here. Miami needed it.
And an offensive rebound. It was a really good shot by Pellish. It was halfway home. And now she drives, kicks it out. 3-ball, Okolo too strong. Rashea Kyle's got the offensive rebound. And now she pulls up.
No one wants to get open. I'll shoot it myself. Well, welcome to the game, Rashea.
It's the 3rd try on that possession, and Rashea Kyle's got 10 points to go along with 9 rebounds. And now a 3 is good. Trieger left wide open. They were tempting her to shoot it, and she buried it.
What about the 6'6" pair going back-to-back outside the paint?
Just the 9th three-point field goal made this season by Tilda Trieger. Starting forward, there's another bucket for the Canes.
That's a big body to get around, Kyle, with the handoff and then the rescreen just to give basically just a mid-range of wide-open shot.
Nice floater off the glass there.
Miami can't afford to go shot for shot. They're going to have to make shots. They're going to have to get stops.
Pierre has been as cool as the other side of the pillow. Here's Pellish, straightaway 3. A touch too strong. I've enjoyed watching Camille Pierre today, who's got 17 points. She averages 14. Every shot she makes just so nonchalant. As she throws that right off of Soma Okolo. There's Pierre. She's very little emotion in her game, so every time she makes a bucket, she just goes back down to the other end.
She came to the score tab and she was like, I'm subbing in.
Yeah. Coach told me I gotta go.
Don't be fooled by that nonchalant energy. She is a bucket, and she is fun to watch, and she has done everything for this team with 17 and 12 in the 3rd quarter.
And she pulls up again and hits another.
19.
And there she goes back down to the other end. Just another day at the office for
have
Pierre.
To find an answer for her. 20.
Rashea Kyle standing there, doesn't know what to do with the basketball. Here's Blosik, and she gets fouled, so go to the free throw line.
Jones said, Coach, I'm doing the game plan. Lacey trying for her 16th and 17th point here.
Well, she makes a pair. She's got 35 points now in the last 2 games for an individual that came into this one today averaging right around 7.5 points per game. That's going to continuously tick up a little bit. She's been a bit of a focal point of Miami's offense the last 2 games.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone should know by now in the scouting report what she can do and how dangerous she can be from beyond the arc. One of 2 Miami players that have hit a 3. That didn't look good.
No, not at all. Lunan, I thought maybe she rolled an ankle. She came to a jump stop. But
trying to walk it off a little bit.
Skid a little bit. I guess she's all right.
Just glad there wasn't another injury.
23 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
We haven't seen Gal again.
Miami's a point shy of scoring as many in this quarter as they did in the first half. Game clock down to 5 seconds. Here comes Lunan.
Oh, just a...
And she goes coast to coast.
That has to be frustrating if you are Trisha Cullop.
A 21-point 3rd quarter for the NC State Wolfpack, who have dominated Miami on both sides of the floor today. This afternoon, and Camille Pierre is having a great day. Tamara and I said every time she scores, it's nonchalant, just goes back down to the other end of the floor, relatively emotionless, but it's okay to have a little emotion when you lead the team with 19 points.
Absolutely. She has been fun to watch. Very little sweat dripping off her brow, but she's gotten any and everything that she's wanted. She has dug deep into her bag, and her catalog is full.
Junior forward at 6 feet 2 inches tall. Camille Pierre out of Perry, Arizona. Started their collegiate career at Vanderbilt. Got 11 points, 8 rebounds off the bench in a limited 20 minutes versus Seton Hall. Averaging 14 points, 13 rebounds per game. And Pierre's got 19 and 12 today. And give her 21 now after that last bucket. 21 points, 12 rebounds. What a great day.
Let's just tell you what kind of day it has been for Miami. Nothing going right for the Hurricanes.
Rashea Kyle is 1 rebound away from another double-double. That would be her 8th of the season, but I would imagine that's not exactly what Miami's worried about right now.
I'll take all my double-doubles just to get back into this game and win it.
Now, Pierre missed that shot. There's a huge mismatch down low with Pierre and Rashea Kyle. Kyle standing out near the free throw line, sets a screen for Adams, gets her open, and that one rolled off the front of the rim.
Not able to make shots. The 3rd quarter was actually Miami's best quarter when we talk about efficiency.
Zoe Brooks had her pocket picked, and Anae Adams, who had the steal, converts it into a pair of points.
That is absolutely what is necessary for Miami. Active hands, pressure on the ball. Not enough pressure right now on the ball, especially not allowing Zoe Brooks to be able to get that shot off.
Offensive rebound by Pierre. It was knocked out of bounds by Rashea Kyle.
They're chipping away back and forth. Pierre adamant that was a foul, and Kyle's just like, nah, just 6'6".
Ball is inbounded to Lunan, who fires away from 3. Off the back of the iron, and Rashea Kyle couldn't come up with the rebound. Falls right into the lap of Zoe Brooks.
You know, it really doesn't matter what coach draws up with X's and O's if this is the effort that she's going to get.
Yep.
When you're down by at least 30, and you're allowing NC State to beat you to the ball.
called for that foul. That's her third. Miami had a pretty good offensive play set up that time to free up Rashea Kyle. She's just holding that ball high above her head, and she sets a screen for Renee Adams. Baseline drive fouled again. That foul is going to be on Lunin, her first.
Got a little bit of her chin as well. You reach into the cookie jar. Inadvertent contact happens.
Blasick created a little bit of space.
Pretty.
And that rolls in. She's got 19 points. Nowhere near her career high. She had 35 last season with USF.
Well, we see what she's able to accomplish. She's definitely building trust within this Miami coaching staff. And, you know, they knew her abilities. That's why Miami had one of the top portal recruiting classes.
That jumper is buried by Brooks. She's got 11.
Miami with another transition bucket. That is what needs to happen. But again, Miami can't afford to trade baskets.
Right on command after the bucket by Kimpson. A three on the other end for NC State. Now Blasick fires one that missed. And look at the effort. Look at the effort from NC State. Samuels is on the board. It's her first points of the day. It was after the Lunin three and the miss by Blasick. Kyle was wide open, and she missed. She got her own miss and a make.
Michelle Kyle with her normal double-double with 10 points, 12 rebounds.
Too easy.
I'm sorry, 12 points, 11 rebounds.
Wolfpack have made their last 5 shots from the field. Miami's made 4 of their last 5.
They have to do a better job defensively. NC State is creeping up on that 90-point mark.
Would have been a really tough finish that time.
Yeah, Kempton trying to force the issue, trying to do anything to generate some offense at this point. Miami looking defeated.
And Pierre misses. She created a little bit of space. Fading away, didn't get enough on it. Kimpson to Wetzel, and the three no good.
Very quiet possession.
Timeout on the floor. NC State will take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. In NC State to open things up on ACC Network Extra this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. 4:49 left to go as we take a look at the game summary, folks. All Wolfpack from North Carolina State today with an 82-47 lead over Miami. Out rebounding Miami by 15, and the field goal efficiency certainly sticks out. NC State shooting 52% to Miami's 34%.
A lot of lessons for the Hurricanes and a lot of film watching after the display that the ladies have put on tonight.
So we're going to wrap this one up here in about 5 minutes. There was a miss, but Samuels collected her own rebound. Here's Collier down low, working on Pettigrew. Floats one up with the right hand. She's fouled.
Collier just getting in there and again stealing very easily, and there's very little you can do when someone steals and gets you that low other than to foul them.
Collier's free throw good. Just her third free throw attempt of the season.
Collier not averaging a lot of minutes.
Right around 7 a game.
Making her impact known immediately.
Blasic for 3 is good. 22 for Victoria Blasic.
Miami's gonna have to find more plays and more ways to get Blasic involved in the game.
And there's a turnover by NC State.
8 turnovers on the game for NC State Wolfpack.
Another 3. And that one was missed by Natalie Wetzel. We got the start here today. She's 0 of 3 from the floor, all 3 attempts from 3.
Coach is saying settle down, but these ladies still want to play. They want to play fast.
They don't play all that often. We want to play. As Jernigan floats one up, missed it, collected her own rebound, missed again.
Putting on their bid for more playing time.
High screen by Pettigrew for Adams, who gets to the rack and she makes it, and she was fouled.
Adams with the ability to absorb that contact, getting downhill and forcing the issue. Miami will clear their bench. What a great night or day for Blasic.
Trisha Cullup empties her bench. And Adams with a 3-point play.
Everyone's gaining a little ACC experience here at the Watsco Center.
Osho for 3, no good. Lunin with the rebound. And here's the 3 for Samuels. That's good. Corner 3 try. Caden Samuels.
41% from beyond the arc for NC State. Flirting with 90 points. Adams not giving up despite the score.
Under 2 minutes left to play. Tamara, let's start with Miami. There's a lot of talent on this roster. They have played a tough non-conference schedule. A lot left to be desired in their first conference game of the season here today. But if you're Trisha Cullup, with the talent you have on this roster, top 15 portal class, top 10 recruiting class, what is the message to find some continuity and get this team to play better?
I'm shuffling the deck.
Yeah.
I'm shuffling the deck. I'm seeing what works best. I'm seeing when it works best. I'm looking at all of our games and seeing which unit played the best together, which unit was able to execute the game plan. And I'm trying that. And I'm sure that's, you know, I'm sure that a lot of thought goes into who Trisha chooses to start and who to play. But at this point, what we've seen, I think that there are the challenge is going to be to find that continuity in all the talent that you have. You have the depth and you have the talent.
Adams makes 1 of 2.
I think Gal will be really good coming off the ball too sometimes. maybe they can switch that up. I know she's ball dominant, and a lot of the offense runs through her, and it'll be good to get her off the ball to allow her more space to create.
And hopefully she's okay. She left. She rolled her ankle a minute into the third quarter.
Yeah. She's down at the end of the bench. Something that if you let it sit for too long, you certainly won't be coming back into the game. And down by this amount, do you want to risk it?
Good find by Adams. Bucket by Pettigrew. She's on the board. Under a minute left to play. Just a big day for the Wolfpack. Got everything they wanted all day long. There's a foul.
Pellis should shoot 2. I thought she would shoot 2. It's 5 fouls. Not a player control foul. I don't know. With all the rule changes, it looks like they'll talk it over with 40 to go. They're not knowing if they're shooting the ball or not because they don't know if it was a player control foul, she had control of the ball, or if it's just a loose ball foul. So that'll make the difference. If there was no control of the ball, it'll be 2 shots. If she had the ball, I mean, this is something for the officials to work on, like, so when they see this again in closer games, that they'll understand they've been here before. Not that it'll make much of a difference with 40 seconds to go, but shout out to the officials for getting it right.
And a foul there.
And now Adams will shoot those 2 free throws.
And now Kai Shilunin going to be spoken to by Wes Moore.
Some gems from Wes Moore, saying how important it is not to stop the clock and put the opponent at the free throw line, especially when you are in the lead and control of the game. And I echo those sentiments.
I would imagine here in a couple of months, Tamara, North Carolina State is going to be right at the top of the conference standings. They were picked to finish second. NC State having a fabulous start to their conference schedule today here in Miami, where they haven't performed all that well over the years, but coming away with a resounding victory as we wrap this one up this afternoon. Happy holidays, everybody. We thank you for joining us. All NC State today. Shot at the buzzer is blocked, and that's going to do it, my friends. NC State with an 87-61 victory over the Miami Hurricanes this afternoon. For Tamara James and our entire crew, I'm Kyle Seeloff signing off, saying good night from Coral Gables. Thank you for joining us on ACC Network Extra. We'll see you next time. Stay safe and happy holidays.